Hey, what's crack-a-lackin'? If you're new here, my name is Abe, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what I'm used to doing. We're going to be doing a tier list, a very special tier list. It's Christmas movies. I saw Curtis Connor's podcast, really good, and I thought, hey, why don't I give that a shot? There's a lot of movies that I saw that he didn't see, so I thought I could, give my 2 cents, give my opinion, and see where we go. So let's get started. If I haven't seen the movie, I went ahead and moved to the never watched category just to save time because I don't want to be here for ages. And if you see a movie that you're like, how has he not seen this? Go ahead and let me know so I can be sure to watch it, because maybe, who knows, I might come back and revisit when I've seen all 61 movies that are on here. So as you can see now, I was not lying when I said I have not seen a lot of the movies on this list. And that's honestly because my exposure to most of them came during the time right before break, during public education, and the teachers would always put on a movie. They'd be like, hey, we don't want to do anything, eat some cookies and shut up. So they put those fantastic movies on for us, and that's all I saw. We're going to start out with A Christmas Carol starring Jim Carrey. Gonna be honest, this was the only Christmas movie I've ever went to the theaters to see, and I honestly kind of regret it, because at the time the realistic 3D graphics kind of scarred me a lot. Because of this, I'm gonna give it a solid good rating. I don't think it's overly egregious. I just don't want to think about it that much. Next up is A Charlie Brown Christmas. I'm gonna be honest here, I'm not entirely sure the plot of this, even though I feel like I've seen it a million times. It's just not that memorable for me. I'm gonna have to give it a bad rating. I'm sorry. We have the Christmas classic Die Hard up next. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit torn about this. It's a movie that happens to take place at Christmas time, but does that make it a Christmas movie? I'm not too sold about that. Because of this, I'm going to have to put it at horrible, not because it's a bad movie. I think it's fantastic. I just don't think it's a good Christmas movie. Baba Booey. Elf. It took me forever to get around to watching this Will Ferrell classic. I don't know why. It's a fantastic movie. I never thought to watch it because I would hear all these basic white girls at my school talk about it, and I immediately was like, this has to suck. And I watched it and I'm like, it's not that bad. So because of this, I'm going to give it a great rating. I don't think it's quite legendary. I think it's great. Okay, I think it's great. Frosty the Snowman has a mediocre movie. It is okay and not that fantastic, so I'm going to put it at good. Gremlins? Is Gremlins a Christmas movie? I don't know. It's been ages since I've seen it. And when I did see it the first time, I was terrified. I don't know what it was, but I literally had nightmares about this movie. So because of this, my personal bias against it, I am going to put it at the lowest rating.
Trash.
I will say though, when you don't spill those waters on those gremlins, they do be cute. Home Alone. Home Alone. I'm home alone right now. This is realistic. Oh god. I think it's okay. I think it's really good. I would put it up there with Elf. It's a banger. We're gonna give it a great rating. Home Alone 2. Logical follow-up to Home Alone. I don't think it's as good as the first one, but it is in New York City, I think. My memory is about as good as my ability to hold on to a stable relationship. Not that great. We're gonna give it a good. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorites. I love Dr. Seuss. It's probably part of the reason why I'm a little bit in the head, but it's okay. We're gonna give this one a legendary. Our first legendary. Yeah, buddy! I keep finding movies that I haven't seen, and I'm like, oh, I thought I already moved this, but there's just more. I feel really uncultured. The live-action adaptation of The Grinch. Now, I was also against watching this for a long time, but I did get around to it, and I will say there's some pretty good memeable qualities. Not as memeable as the Cat in the Hat live-action. That one's fantastic. but I will say it's not bad. I just not my personal favorite. I'm gonna give it a good, a solid good. Good. The wonderful. What is it? The one A1. Is it a wonderful? Wonderful. Wonderful Life. Whatever that one is. I've seen it forcefully in a history class of all things. Don't know why. And I was pretty bored, not gonna lie. I'm gonna give this one a horrible. Gonna put it up there alongside Die Hard, not because it's as good as Die Hard, but because it's an actual Christmas movie and also terrible. Miracle on 34th Street. Now, I didn't think that I had watched this when I first saw it, but I thought about it. There was this like vague holiday memory reminiscing in my mind about how I didn't like this movie. So because of this, I don't remember that much about it, but I have seen it. I'm not lying. I promise. I'm gonna give this one trash. National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. Now, I love a good National Lampoon movie. Some are better than others, but this one is right in the heyday of when these things were popping. These things were popping off, and I'm gonna have to give this one a great. Gotta keep readjusting my screen because I'm running out of space. The Polar Express. The only thing I remember about this one is there's a Josh Groban song and hot chocolate happened. It feels like a fever dream every time I watch it, and afterwards I can't tell you a single thing that happened. That's why I'm gonna give it a legendary! Legendary! Woo! Can we get a Josh Groban in the chat? Bro, Josh Groban. I am losing my mind. Why did I make this video? We have the claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We got Yukon Cornelius, an abominable snowman, some toys, I think. I'm gonna give this one a good. I feel like it's a middle tier movie. The Muppet Christmas Carol. Now, personally, I love the Muppets. Don't know why. I just always have. But this one doesn't feel up to par with a lot of the other Muppet movies, mainly because they're reusing a storyline that's already been done. I don't know, it just feels kind of off, and I hate to do this to them. I'm going to give them a bad. They're going to go right with Charlie Brown. I can watch it, I won't complain, but I will want to cry. Nightmare Before Christmas. Ooh, spooky. We're gonna give this one a good. It's not one of my favorites, but I know there's a lot of love behind it, and I'm gonna respect that. There's another Charlie Brown Christmas. It cannot escape me, so we're gonna put this one also in bad, just to double it up. Santa Claus 2. Now, you may be wondering where the first one is on this list, and I don't know. I didn't make the list. I'm sorry. But I will say that I have always been fond of the Santa Claus movies for some reason, and so I'm going to give this one a good. Jack Frost. Don't know what it is about Michael Keaton as a snowman, but it kind of upset me on the inside. But I do think it's still a good movie. It's a little bit weird. Good movie, though, so I'm going to give it a good. It goes in the good category with all these bangers. The Rudolph sequel, a little bit of a monstrosity. Shouldn't have been made. I'm sorry if you like it. I'm going to put it in trash.
Got him.
Santa Claus 3. Now, this one's honestly my favorite Santa Claus movie. I'm not real sure why. Mainly because Martin Short is in it, I guess. But I do have very fond memories watching this over at my grandma's house. She had a DVD of it. Why she purchased that, I don't know. She was like, oh, Abe would like this. And she was right. And because of this and the fond place in my heart, I'm going to put it at legendary. Here we go to legendary. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I've been forced to watch this so many times. The Meister Burger, whatever you want to call it, is there. I don't like this movie. I don't want to talk about it. It makes me it makes me upset. Because of that, I'm going to give it a horrible rating. Next up is Santa Buddies.
Trash.
Next up is SpongeBob Holiday episodes. I'm not real sure which one it is, so I'm just going to kind of treat it as one lumped together conglomeration of every holiday themed thing SpongeBob has done. And while I don't think it's terrible, there's definitely some good moments in these. in sound mind, give it a good rating. So I'm going to give it a bad. I think that honestly about wraps it up. I feel happy with, the results. I definitely need to go back and watch a lot of these movies that I haven't seen. I didn't realize there were that many. And maybe we can come back at a later date and I can, give a little update. I hope everyone is having a safe and happy holiday season, regardless of what you celebrate and how you celebrate it. I wish you the best. If you like this video or you have suggestions for future videos, leave a comment down below. Also, leave your opinions on my list. I know you're a little bit upset probably about some of the things I've said and I've done. I've committed crimes. Always leave a like if you want to. Also, feel free to subscribe. It's free and it really helps me out, and it would be a fantastic Christmas gift to me. If you haven't gotten me a gift yet, you could subscribe. I'm just saying. Anyways, I'll see you around. Happy holidays.